Growing up in the early 2000s, there's one game that swept the nation and taught me everything I know today about the stock market, and that is Neopets and a little bit of Pokemon. One of the big things that comes when learning all these new AI tools, these new processes, trying to stay on top of your skills is that it's kind of boring. If you're not forcing yourself to take tests or having the ramifications of your parents knowing you got a bad grade, why do you study? And seeing my daughter grow up in this AI world, how can we get her to learn her ABCs more effectively? And that's why I created Vivarium. So the idea for this week's build is that doing what we're already doing, learning a new skill, getting tested, but along the way you're progressing a character. With Power World coming out, this whole idea of digital monsters is as important and now popular as ever. So can we take the same concept, we're using obviously AI and using Claude Code and then some little bit Nano Banana from Google to make these characters a little bit better, and create a game where it forces you to learn, it forces you to come back every day, continue playing games if you progress well, and level up your characters just like you're leveling up your brain. So that's what we built this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And again, the code is public. Try building it yourself. See if you can learn a new skill in a more fun way. Instead of taking tests, literally battle your knowledge with Vivarium. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Three main characters of the story today. We got the little snake, the star, and this little amoeba. And the thing is, all these characters you'll see will learn to level up. And I've created a quick demo so we can talk while I talk. We're going to click through. So really the whole point of this game is you want to level up your skills. Right now I made it in 3 different logics. You have marketing, UI, and Python. Also, because we're AI enabled, we can do the same thing by creating your own skill, meaning this is endless. Each of the monsters has different levels, different experiences, and by answering questions, you get to level up and move and progress through your knowledge, as well as level up your monster. Also, your little monster here, little biteling, as he gets leveled up, he can unlock things within his house. He has emotions. There's games you can play. Where I thought of this as kind of adding this on is that if this was a game similar to, let's say you have children over the summer, I have a 2-year-old, a little bit younger for this, but as she gets to toddler and grade school, by being able to do this, saying, hey, if you want to play your video games, like Neopets did, again, love Neopets growing up. As you can see here, this is the room. For the play the games, they have to beat their tests, unlock it, and then unlock time in the game here. And because you're creating games, for example, here's just some classic Falling Stars. Again, Neopets coded. At least controls the game you can create. Because these vibe coding tools or even just Claude Code are so good at creating generic, repeatable games, you can control what your child or individual is seeing, and along the way, allow them to create their own games themselves. And I think this is a fun way of first controlling the experience, giving some risk reward, or at least reward for learning and having a knowledge, and then progressing through it. So as you can see here, kind of taking the Pokemon idea, all these characters have 3 different tiers they can unlock. As you go home, as we can see, we have the different skills to kind of get there done. We have the habitat, the dex, and everything else here. Dex, boop, boop, so as you saw before. And then if you go home, we can reset the save, and you can choose another character, and the same thing will happen. You'll have different skills, you can battle to test your knowledge, and you continue through. So hopefully you guys enjoy this build. I think there's something on here. I think with more and more need to learn new skills, I think making education fun. I've been an instructor for many years. I think this is a unique way of actually allowing you to make education more fun and exciting. But this was my take for this week's build. Hope you guys enjoy. Code's public. Follow along, build it yourself. Let me know if there's anything else and funky we should build next.